Hi, everyone. Welcome to All About Energy Life, a place where we discuss love, light, and everything in between. I'm Saba Rob. Today, I would like to dedicate this short video to a very dear friend of mine. I met her in Orlando through QHHT many years ago. And right now, my dear friend, I just wanted to get on here and let you know that I understand that you're going through some challenges. And I thought this would be a great way to just say that I love and appreciate you, dear friend. My prayers are with you that your health comes back to where you need it to be very soon. And I know that you are going through a rough time right now. I will tell you this as someone who has gone through some really challenging health situations at a very early age, that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. What I did during those times was really focus on what made me happy, really energetically checked in with myself to see what was toxic in my environment. I quickly removed myself from those situations to be able to focus all my energy on one thing alone, which was what was my body telling me. Through that journey, I was able to understand the power of our surroundings and what we feed ourselves through social media. At that time, when I was going through it, I didn't have the social media factor at that time. But now I have really found a frequency change within me just by tapping into social media that wasn't necessarily supporting my health. And what do I mean by that? I think a lot of us have that intuitive knowing that if we're connecting with a certain someone, we may feel a little drained, not because they're doing it, but because we may not be aligned and ready to be able to understand that energy at that moment. I'll get to that topic in a little bit. Okay. But we're able to understand where we take dips in energy. So that's why a lot of us have like tuned out of news, the general news on TV. But what's happened is I sometimes will find myself a little too much on social media. Then there I will take a dip and I can feel that vibration, that frequency just really start to kind of take a little different energy. So, my dear friend, what I really started doing was cleaning house, basically. Cleaning house with my thoughts, cleaning the house with what I was putting in my body, really taking an audit of what was going on in my surroundings to be able to understand what needed to be done at that moment. Now, at the time that I went through the medical challenges, I didn't understand the energy aspect of it. Had I understood it, I probably would have I don't know, maybe added a few more things, but you're so knowledgeable and there's so much out there. I just knew that I needed to laugh every day because I found somewhere that someone said that you really need to stay in a frequency of laughter. And so I watched my favorite TV shows at that time and I just would watch it all the time and made sure that I was in situations where I could just laugh a lot and focus on what made me happy and just build from there. And I won't say like one day at a time. I probably did it. Sometimes it felt like 1 minute at a time of just really realigning, refocusing myself on where I need to be, focusing on the end game, on what is expected. What am I expecting to see? Now, granted, we all have our journey. My journey was a little bit longer than I expected. However, I'm here. So the other thing that I also would love to recommend that I did is something that I learned now. So if I start taking a dip, I really align myself with things that are complete. I don't know. The word that comes to me is sacred geometry, like a tree. just really being with a tree or listening to birds sing, looking at how beautiful the sun is and being present with that, or a mountain, or just simply sitting on the earth and really appreciating being one with source, with God, and just really being in that moment rather than focusing on my mind kind of getting away from me and getting into a place of fear, trying to project of what's going to happen, what might happen, and go into all these places. And just being in the here and now has really helped me through some challenges, especially the last few years when I'm processing old deep wounds or old programs that need to be released. So I hope this message finds you well. I love you, dear sister, and see you on the other end.